Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 20th through the 26th. We're going to see what's happening in the week ahead with this lovely fairy tarot deck here. And we're going to pull a animal spirit guide message for you guys from this deck here. So without further ado, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, we're going to see what's coming up. And the majority has spoken. You guys voted last week, so the format is changed permanently. I'm not going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're just going to do a cohesive what's happening this week. What do you need to know? And we're going to keep it that way. All right, my dears? Let's see what's going on for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising in the week ahead. Alrighty, my dears. I'm getting the number 10 for you guys, Scorpio. So 10 for me is like something is accomplished, something is done. Something has come full circle for you all. So let's see, or I should say for us all. I'm a Scorpio as well. Let's see what's happening. So we have your first card here, my darlings. 8 of Winter. Now this is interesting. 8 of Winter. So this card here, the words on the card at the bottom say, you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So some of you Scorpios, and this is general, so keep in mind these are general readings. Not all of it might resonate. Parts of it might, right? That's why it's good to watch your moon and rising sign videos as well. But some of you are feeling kind of stuck or feeling kind of trapped in a situation. So the 10 for you guys is you know something needs to change, or you know something has come full circle and you know it's time to kind of shake things up or move on. But some of you are feeling like, oh, but I can't until this happens, or I can't until that happens, or you know, I need A, B, or C, or whatever it might be. And Spirit is saying you kind of already have, not you kind of, you do. You already have what you need to get started. Scorpio, I want to give you guys a heads up. And this is for those of you Scorpios that you guys are like more newly coming out of the whole Saturn phase, because we got kicked around. Scorpios, we got our butts kicked for like a good 10-12 years because of the cycle Saturn was doing with us. And it was only until about like a couple of years ago that things began to shift and that some of us began to come out from under that. And some of you might still be recovering. Some of you still might be in the recovery stage. Some of you Scorpios, you're on solid ground right now. So please be patient as I address the Scorpios who maybe are kind of struggling right now or just barely finding their way. But the message for you guys with this card is you want to be cautious, because when we're in this energy and we're wanting somebody to come in and help us, what happens is in this energy, sometimes we might attract someone who's a bit of an opportunist. They're going to come in because they're going to see some way it's going to benefit them or it's going to be good for them. And even if you're pretty confident right now, Scorpio, maybe you're really confident, maybe you're like on the other side of this energy, and you might have people that are reaching out to you that are like wanting to collaborate with you or work with you or be buddy with you. They might be coming in a little bit of an opportunistic kind of way. So it might be a good idea to kind of work solo. If you have a project right now, or if there's some change you're trying to make, it might not be a good idea to, have somebody in on this, especially if they seem to be super eager or a little too eager. Okay, so depending on where you are in the journey, you might be in the way where people are flocking to you because they really like where you're at and they're wanting to collaborate with you or date you or be your buddy or whatever. And other ones of you maybe are feeling a little bit stuck and you're like, man, I sure could use somebody to lean on to get through this. It doesn't mean that you're going to be alone forever, guys. It just means right now in this current energy may not be a good time to, go throwing your doors wide open to let people in. Okay. The next card here is 7 of Summer. Okay. And so this has a lot of possibilities that comes in with it. The message on the card says, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from analyzing the options. So this is good, and I'll tell you why. Especially if you've been feeling stuck, or if you've been being like, I got to get out of this, but I don't know how to get out of this. I need somebody. Later on in the week, you're going to find that you're beginning to wake up, and you're beginning to see solutions that you didn't see before. You're beginning to see options. Like, you're beginning to see that there's not just one way out, there's many ways out, right? And so this, depending on where you are on the journey, there's a common kind of reaction, is that, oh my gosh, there's so many options, there's so many possibilities. Which one do I do? Which one do I take? And I feel like for some of you Scorpios, this is a message saying that, you might have had a lot of progress over the last couple of months. So you might be very tempted to just kind of coast right now or take it easy. And Spirit is saying, look, we're not telling you to burn the candle at both ends here, but this isn't the time to kick your feet up and just be like, I'm good, I'm satisfied. There's work to be done. You're being asked to get busy with something. Right? And there's a lot of different options. For some of you, you're going to be creating something that's going to have a lot of different parts to it, right? Whether you're doing something with helping those less fortunate, and you're wanting to come up with projects or programs or things that help people, or a business or some creative project, you're going to find that it's kind of taking a life of its own, and you're going to find that there's a lot of different parts that are going to come up out of it. And that might be causing you to feel overwhelmed. Like, I don't know what to do first. I don't know what to start first. But the message here, my dears, is that the tree, when you plant a seed to grow a tree, the tree doesn't come up all at once. It doesn't come up with all the branches at the same time. Okay. You just start, you pick one, you start, and you let the tree kind of evolve. You let the tree grow, and this branch comes out and that branch comes out, and it happens very organically. You don't plan the branches of the tree. So this project is going to be the same way. You have to figure out what your foundation is going to be. You have to pick the foundation and just go from there. So maybe write out a list, your different options, your different choices, the different things that you could do. And one by one, imagine yourself having made that choice. Which one makes you the happiest? Once you have that narrowed down, go ahead and start doing research. How do I make this happen? Is it going to cost me money? How much? How might I come up with that? Is it going to take time? How much time? What do I need to do? And once you have all of that figured out, congratulations. Now your list tells you which one of these projects and goals are your short term that you can start on now, and which ones maybe are a little bit bigger that they're going to have to wait for a little bit. But at least you've got a plan. At least now you know how to get going, how to get started. So I feel, Scorpio, that this is the calm before the storm for many Scorpios right now, right? This is like the seed beneath the surface that's going to be growing, right? We're going to be coming out of the soil. We're going to be sprouting in a little bit here. But again, I feel that there's a big lesson here for a lot of Scorpios, is that this project or this thing that you're working on, this goal, it's something you're meant to do by yourself. It doesn't mean that you're meant to be alone in this life. I really want to specify that. But it means that this is something that can only be done the way that you would do it. Spirit wants only your energy to be involved in this, okay? Your next card here is the World. And this also came up for Taurus. So if you have Taurus in your moon or in your rising or in your Venus, this could be kind of like a double kind of meaning for you here. Now, remember how I said I got 10 for you guys? And I felt like something was done, something had come full circle. That's absolutely the message with this card. Because this is about things being complete, things being done. The World card, it's major arcana. So you're coming into a new way of life. You're coming to a new significant crossroads where your karmic lessons have been completed. Congratulations. You've learned whatever you needed to learn, and you're never going to have to go back to that lesson again. You passed the test, and now it's the time for the upgrade. And so you're preparing to step into the upgrade. And what you need to know, Scorpio, is that because you're kind of completing from one level to the next level, you're in some way, symbolically speaking, leaving one world and coming into another world. You can't take the old world with you. All right. And I think this is one of the reasons why you're being given this project and you're being encouraged to work on it on your own, because you're going to have a lot of new people coming into your life through this project, and they're going to be a higher caliber energy. They're going to be higher level soul family, higher level soulmates, and you got to make room for them to come in. And a lot of the people that are around you right now, Scorpio, you might see 6, 7, 8 months from now, a year from now, they're not going to be anywhere around you because your life has changed so much and you're in a different crowd. You're in with different people. Some of you are coming in and manifesting a massive career change. Not just a career change. It's going to feel like an identity change for some of you. But it's not identity change in the sense or the way of like, you're becoming somebody else, or you're like, disowning who you are. On the contrary, you're stepping into the authentic self. You're becoming more the real you, the person you've been inside a lot. In fact, Scorpio, I feel like one thing you're going to be hearing a lot from people around you in the coming weeks and months, people at work, people in your family, friends, even I feel some of you are even going to be getting a lot of messages, like private messages on Facebook or Instagram, where people are like, man, like you're really changing, or I never knew that you had that talent, or I never knew that you were into that, or I never knew that you knew so much about that subject or this subject. Or you're going to have a lot of people saying, I didn't know that about you. I didn't know that about you. And it's not that you just all of a sudden became that person. It's just that you're allowing yourself to be more you and like to kind of come out of that shell. And a lot of you are going to discover gifts and talents you didn't know that you had. Your next card here, Scorpio, is 3 of Autumn. Okay. And so 3 of Autumn here, the messages, it says at the bottom, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. Now, so this could be where you're really, some of you are, investing yourself in a current path, right? You might be taking this time right now and doing something in terms of like setting yourself up to have a better foundation. Maybe you're taking workshops or classes. Maybe you're doing a lot of reading. Some of you could have a job that has been deemed essential, and so you're maybe still showing up every single day, but you may have gained the favor and the positive attention of your supervisors, of the higher ups. And so they may be trusting you with more projects. They may be giving you more work. They may be maybe not flat out telling you, but they're kind of starting to take you under their wing to mentor you, to prepare you for bigger things. For other ones of you, this is like you're kind of going into this with the universe. You are training yourself, you're mentoring yourself, and you're creating a foundation, like I said, for a project or a business or some creative thing that you're wanting to put out there that's very meaningful to you, that is going to turn around and bring you abundance, financial abundance, right? But the 3 of Autumn or the 3 of Coins, it's going to tell us that this is going to be an ongoing thing. It's not going to be overnight. You are literally building and creating something here, but it's going to pay off for you, and it's going to elevate you. It's going to bring you into the level of moving up to higher status or higher rank. It's definitely growth. It's definitely growth in your career path, business path. skill, trade, you know, whatever it is, wherever it is that you're putting your focus. And we're going to check out your spirit animal message. And again, guys, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because like I said, some weeks those may resonate with you more. They might bring a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. You know, if you want to click on the Calendly link and schedule a card reading with me there. Some of you are wanting more astrology stuff. I'll talk about that at the end. But the Calendly link is going to set you up with a card reading if you want that. All right. So, oops. Let's do that again. That didn't quite feel right to me. Scorpio, what animal message for Scorpio? Here we are. You have the Roadrunner. Beep, beep. You guys remember the cartoons? It says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. All right, my dears. All right, my dears. So it's going to be a busy week. There's going to be a lot going on. Some of you might be feeling stressed, but humor is going to be the key. If you are feeling very uninspired, right? That's another thing that comes up a lot, especially right now. You know, we've got a lot of people that are stuck inside, and it's like, what day is it? What time is it? Who knows, right? Like, when did you last take a shower? When did you last brush your teeth? Who knows, right? Like, some people are just feeling very stagnant. Or even if you're not stuck inside, even if you are still going to school or going to a job or something, you might just kind of feel very uninspired right now, or you might just be feeling like what do I find the motivation? Humor. When's the last time you really laughed, like really from your gut laughed? It really helps, especially if you're feeling lonely. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I can tell you that something about laughing is really, really magical when it comes to shifting your energy. You know, one question people ask me a lot is, how do I raise my vibration? I get that all the time. How do I raise my vibration? Laughter is a wonderful, very fast turbo kind of way to do it, right? And so there's going to be different kinds of humor. I feel some of you are coming into your humor. People might even be telling you, like, wow, I didn't know you had jokes. Like, wow, I didn't know you were funny. Like, that might be one of the things people might be saying to you, Scorpio. But I feel like you're connecting with humor, with laughter. This is bringing in healing, creativity, inspiration. It's also going to make the time fly much faster, because Scorpio, a lot of you are starting a project. I'm not going to lie to you. This might be like your life's work for some of you. It's going to take some time, right? And sometimes we Scorpios, we can get a little bit impatient. We want to hurry up and get to the finish line. But this is something that's going to take time to build. And if you can allow yourself to enjoy it, if you can allow yourself to incorporate humor with it, it'll make the time go much faster, and it'll make what you're putting out there so much better. Okay. Alrighty, my darlings. Yeah, so if you want a card reading, you can schedule with me on Calendly. A lot of you have been asking for more astrology kind of stuff. I did say that you guys had a card like Taurus, and some of you might have Taurus moon or rising, and some of you are like, what does that mean? What does moon sign mean? What does rising sign mean? There's a site in the description of the video that has free articles that can explain that stuff way better than I can, because I'm not an astrologer, guys. I'm an intuitive reader. I read through intuition. I don't want to pretend like I know a lot about a subject if I don't know a lot about that subject. I don't want to give anybody misinformation. But that site, the astrologer there reached out to me and gave me an astrology reading, a forecast for the year, and really blew me away. And they were kind enough to offer to sponsor the channel, and also give you guys unlimited 30% off as many astrology reports as you want. So if you decide that you want to go on there and you want to get a forecast for the year, or you want someone to give you a breakdown of your birth chart and explain what your birth chart means, and this planet is here, and this is what this means, and this is what it means in that house, and if you want all of the details like broken down, I would say you're probably better off going to them than having me answer astrology questions for you, because I don't want to lead anybody the wrong way. in the matter of astrology. I'm not an astrology expert, but I was really impressed with them. Or just check out the free articles if you want to do that. That's at Truly Divine. When you put in code ANGEL30, you get the 30% off. Don't forget, guys, I'm still doing the channeled angel messages every month on the YouTube channel. Those are linked in the description. If you haven't already listened to the angel messages for April, May will be up in the next few days, so be sure you subscribe so you can hear the April messages soon. And love is also linked in the description too. I do love videos every month as well, and the May love videos will be up soon. And every single day on Instagram and Facebook, I post a card of the day. I post a fun little pick a card game, so be sure you're on the social media following up with that as well. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.